What about your father? Guilty or not guilty? What do you say?
Guilty.
Guilty.
Meet my brother, Judge Frank Caprio.
These are the city ordinances that she violated.
Hi, I'm Uncle Joe, and I've been filming my brother's court cases for 25 years. Showtime. Every day is amazing.
Where were you shot?
At the wrong place at the wrong time.
I'm going to give you a break. You promised me you'd go on to college.
I do promise
I'm going to check on you in 4 years.
I come across stories that are unbelievable. Some of them, are tragic. And others, situations where I think maybe we can help people.
I just really have something to tell you about.
I'm going to dismiss everything.
When we find somebody who needs help, our family springs into action.
Without Frank Caprio, I would be out in the street today, believe me.
Between us and all our friends, we can find a way to help them.
The Caprio family changed my life forever.
It's what we do. We help people, and that's what we plan on doing in this series. Help people who could use a break.
Sunday dinners are a tradition in most Italian households. These dinners, they don't last a half hour. These dinners go on forever.
Look at this guy, the way he's eating. You might think he's getting the chair at midnight.
My brother Joe, no filter Joe. Whatever he's thinking, he says.
Who are you? She's just as cracked as this. When's the last time you had a brain scan? He looks like a movie star. One that gets killed in the first act.
He can say the most embarrassing things, and you will laugh at him.
It's a prayer session.
If Uncle Joe can't either make you laugh or get you very upset, you're not alive.
Frank, he sets a very high bar.
I served in the state legislature, state treasurer in Rhode Island, and a Democratic nominee for Belsis to look to me to give a deciding vote on something. Can I have the family come in?
Frank is more deliberative. David is more impulsive.
Manja.
David is more a jolly fellow, well met. He has that winning personality.
Been there, done it. State representative, chairman of the Democratic Party for the whole state of Rhode Island. We call them elections. My neighbors politely ask me to move on.
Frank and David are more calculated like my father. They have a filter in their brain.
Are you kidding? I've never seen anything like this before.
Me and Uncle Joe, it's the exact opposite. Everything just comes out and then we worry about it later.
What can you do?
John wanted no part of the Lord. He's our businessman.
You don't want to go waste your money, go over there, because he would have you fix something that's a tear down. So it's them and us. And then Marissa's in the middle.
Marissa has the biggest heart of anyone that I know.
Marissa is, she is one of the most kind people you'll ever meet in your life.
I always try to help people. That's what we saw as an example from my father. I guess I inherited it.
I've known the Caprio family for about 30 years.
Yeah, I'll text you the address.
I don't consider it work. Honestly, being a police officer, I loved doing what I did, but it was work. There's nothing I wouldn't do for the judge. Whether that's getting him a cup of coffee or jumping in front of a bullet for him.
I think we all enjoy being around each other.
Family always comes first, and we all help each other out. And, if we can help people, then that's great too.
We've been involved in so many things as a family. One of the ones that I really enjoyed was when we filmed boxing. And one of our more memorable fights was right down here in Narragansett.
Commotion on the
The commotion on the ocean.
This is a match promises to be a real barn burner. The excitement and anticipation of this bout has reached a fever pitch. There is electricity in the air. David Caprio.
Look at David.
And rightly so.
Look how young you are.
20 years and 30 pounds ago.
There was one fighter that came from Rhode Island who really had the ability to become a world champ. Arthur Sarabiki.
The Armenian assassin.
You remember him, right? Arthur was like a Neanderthal. I thought he should have had a chain on. He was the one with his father. The father was always in the
He
corner.
was a very close family. His father would be at the fights.
Look at that.
Vicious left hook and Prince went down in a heap.
Heavy hands, huh?
There's his father.
That's his father right there.
Now you saw he was powerful. He was in great shape. He had a great future. And just a few weeks ago, I'm in court. We're sitting on the bench. Who's in the court with Arthur Sarabikian? Arthur Sarabikian.
Your Honor.
How are you, Arthur?
Terrible.
You're terrible.
For someone just to say it right off the bat like that, things have to be pretty bad.
But it's nice to see you looking so well, Arthur.
I don't think so, but thanks.
I never know what's coming before me in court. And one day Arthur Sarabiki comes in. I knew Arthur when you get great promise in life. Next thing I know, I see him. He's a broken guy. It's amazing the number of people that I come in contact with whose circumstances in life have changed. And they need some help. Just seeing others like haunting me. I keep saying to myself, I should be able to do something, find out about it.
Joe and I took him out to lunch at Angelo's, and It was sad.
My memory's not so great. Too many punches for that.
He feels comfortable sleeping in a car in Rogerman's pub.
Anybody ever bother you over there?
A few times. They would knock on my door and ask for sexual pleasure.
Leonardo Cruz. Who's Leonardo?
I'm Leonardo.
You want to get close to the mic, please? Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, your motor vehicle has been booted. Who is this?
This right here is my older brother.
My name is Felipe Cruz, Your Honor.
Felipe?
Yes.
Leonardo and Felipe.
Yes,
Yes.
Your Honor.
Is there any special significance to a 2011?
So basically in 2015, I was diagnosed with the genetic disease called Danon disease, which I was born with. I had no idea at the time. And what happened was I've been hospitalized in Boston Tough Medical Center. And because of that, that was like the reason why I wasn't able to, I forgot all about the payments, about the car, of the fine, because I was too busy doing a lot of up and downs going from hospitals to hospitals.
Danon's disorder?
It's Danon disease. It's a genetic disease that I get from my mother, because my mother's a carrier, which we didn't know at the time, but now since, because it's been 2 years since I have this, because I had a heart transplant in 2 years, so this will be my second year.
He was actually the 38. He broke the record in Tough Medical Center. He was on TV. We almost lost him. Prior to him getting his heart transplant, he was hospitalized for quite a bit. The machines is what kept him alive, pumping, because his heart was pumping at 5%.
Which is very, very low.
We completely forgot about the tickets, because going back and forth to Boston, I had to work 2 jobs just to support them, because my mom is disabled, he's disabled. We had to drive to Boston every other day, almost, or sometimes every day. Then I had to come back and go to work, go back again. I had to work 2 jobs. And now, actually, believe it or not, my sister's going through it, because it's a genetic disease that hasn't been shown in the United States over 50 years.
My transplant was on August 19th to the 20th of 2016. Until now, 2 years.
It's 2 years.
This will be my 2 years.
He's still recuperating. I mean, he still takes a lot of medication.
I'm still recovering.
He's got a skull that goes from here to here, and now my sister's in the process of. Like, now I have to deal with what I just went with him. Now I have to do it with my sister. I have to bring her back and forth to Boston.
It's a hassle.
It's really been a long road. It really has. I mean, I had to work 2 jobs. I ended up having high blood pressure because of it. But my brother's life, it's worth more than
In the dictionary, they have 2 words together. It's called family love. And next to the definition of family love is a picture of you. That's the definition of family love. This is an absolutely compelling story. Leonardo, how are you feeling?
He was actually in the news.
How I'm feeling? I tell you the truth, I feel so much better in the past, like before this 2 years, because the other 2 years, oh my god, it was really a hassle, especially after when I came out of the emergency room and done with all the surgery and everything. I'm an independent person. I like to do things myself, but since now I'm in a deathbed where I can't move a lot, I just didn't like that. I had to learn to let people help me, like the nurses and all that stuff, and I wasn't really capable of doing that. I kept crying because I really wanted to just go out there, but I can't. So it was very, very a hassle.
Well, I think you're a medical miracle. I know that Danon disease is a skeletal muscular weakness, right? In addition to that, that's been passed on genetically. In addition to that, you had heart transplant, and that's done in Boston, which is like 50 miles from here.
Like an hour.
In addition to that, your brother, right, because of his love for you and his family, is working 2 jobs, was transporting you back and forth to Boston, taking care of your mother, taking care of you, continues to do it, and is doing it with a smile on his face. He's not even complaining. Right?
It's my family. I mean, I can't just abandon them.
Here's a decision I have to make. The city placed a boot on your vehicle. So the city paid a vendor $100. In addition to that, you have original tickets that are $330. And with penalties have doubled.
Correct.
So I have to make a decision on what I'm going to do here. I don't have it in me to ask you for any money. I'm going to release the boot with no payment, and I'm going to dismiss the tickets, And
God, thank you so much.
I wish you the best. I congratulate you. Your story has really moved me. It really has. Okay.
And for me, it's not even over yet, because like I still got my sister.
My sister's the next one. She's the next one.
God bless you and your family.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
God
I
bless
really
you.
appreciate it.